What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Stoic Context. Today we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm going to save my commentary for the end of the video, so stay tuned for that.
What you got for me?
The standard.
Okay.
So my last relationship, it ended a few months ago, and it ended because I did not have a degree, but I make almost as much as he does, and he felt that by me not having a degree, I wasn't qualified to be with what he considered himself to be a high value individual.
All right. So what's the question?
Like that, I feel that's the opposite situation of dealing with someone because I personally,
what's the
I mean,
question?
how do you deal with that type of situation? How would you fix
Man,
that situation?
you don't. He felt like you weren't on his level. Right?
Correct.
Okay.
But he's also upset that we broke up, but he pulled the trigger.
Right. I mean, he's entitled to have his preferences, but there's nothing I can do to fix a person's preferences. If you're saying that you are earning roughly what he was earning, he had a degree and you didn't, right?
Correct.
And the reason he says he broke up with you is because you don't have a degree.
Right. So
How long were you guys together?
7 years.
Man, he didn't break up with you because you didn't have a degree.
That's his excuse.
Well, but the thing is, you're asking me to fix that's why the question makes no sense.
No, I'm not asking you to fix the situation.
Hold on.
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
All right. And you were with a man for 7 years. Did you want to marry this man?
Yes.
Did you go into the relationship with the understanding that you wanted to get married?
Yes.
In what time frame?
Well, that was my fault for not setting an intention. I didn't set a time frame.
Right. And did he go into a relationship with you saying that he wanted to get married?
Yes.
All right. So at what age, and what point in the relationship did you guys have the conversation about where is this going?
In the beginning, probably within the first 6 months.
In the first 6 months.
We were
So listen.
We were both military, so we held off on getting married and doing that until we settled down.
I got it. The first 6 months. Okay. But then there was 6 years and 6 months more.
Correct.
All right. So you didn't really go into this with the expectation of getting married. It sounds like many women, you guys just want to get married because you've been in a relationship for so long. And the relationship ran its course. A man is not with you for 7 years and then decides to leave you because you don't have a piece of paper from a university or a college. You know that. It bothers you, as it should, but you know that's not the truth. How long have you guys been broke up?
About three months.
Does he have a new girlfriend?
No.
Do you guys still communicate?
Yes, we have a child.
How old is the child?
4.
So you got married without the benefit of, got a child without the benefit of marriage.
Correct.
That's the bigger issue, ma'am. The question you asked at the beginning, okay, let's back up. Sounds like you got a problematic relationship. Because I'm not at 36 years old, you know that's not the reason he broke up. You guys got a kid together? Is he on child support? Does he see the kid? Are y'all
We're
cordial when he's
co-parenting.
all right?
We're cordial.
All right.
There's
But
we
you're
set
angry with
our
him.
I
Are you upset?
was at first, but
Okay.
I'm not anymore.
Then why would you ask? Okay. So why? So if I had okay, then why is this even a question? If you're not angry, if you're not upset anymore, why is it even a question? If he broke up with you, broke up with you.
Because he is in the most egotistical way possible. He's attempting to tell me what I need to do to come back to him.
What do you
But
mean?
instead of just admitting that he misses me.
Whoa. What do you mean the most egotistical way possible?
Um,
Did he tell? He broke it
he
off
felt
with you, and he's telling you what you need to
correct.
do in order to come back to him.
Correct.
Do you want to go back to him?
Not with as a person.
You broke up. Say what?
I think he needs to go to counseling to deal with some of his issues, and if he was willing to do that, then yes. But if not, then no.
Yeah, I don't know how to help you.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just. This is confusing me. You're.
His family is very involved in his decision making in the relationship.
That man ain't married. That man's not marrying you. That's bottom line. He's not marrying you. You didn't make a requirement before you had a child. He's not marrying you. And the relationship is over. And both of you guys are going to have to come to a way to move on because there's some unresolved feelings here that are not positive. But getting back together, telling you the only way I'll marry you is if you go get a college degree, and the way you said it in the most egotistical way possible, that's far too much animation for something that you say you don't want. He needs therapy. You both sound like you could use therapy.
Oh no, I agree on that part, but I'm getting therapy.
All right. But then focus on your recovery, not his. That's often the problem with you ladies.
Okay.
You try to figure you're getting but you still want somebody to tell you, okay, you want me to make it? He's wrong. He's a bad person. You're wonderful. Still ain't gonna change nothing. Therapy's not to say you're right and he's wrong. It didn't work
no,
out.
I
It didn't work out.
I was hoping that therapy would help communication.
Well, why are you communicating with somebody you don't want to be with? That's why I said
because we still have a child together.
Doesn't matter. You don't have to communicate. I mean, you can type and you don't have to like one another to communicate. You can communicate via email or text. See, that's the thing. You still want a relationship with this guy. And you're not being honest.
No, I didn't say that I didn't want a relationship with him. I just don't want to go back to him the way
All
he
right,
is.
ma'am. You want a relationship with the guy, and that's okay. But the energy that's coming off of you, how long you been in therapy?
Probably a little under 6 months.
And what does your counselor say is the animating issue?
Well, she only has my side, so from the behavior, she says that she feels that he's a narcissist. So,
but the therapy, okay, your therapy should
and
be
so for
about you,
me,
but your therapy should be about you, not him.
right. And so I allowed a lot of things that took me out of character and allowed me to be less in control of what I wanted to do, and I made a lot of changes for him, and so that took me out of
All right.
what
So
I was doing.
let me just say this, and I got to move on.
Okay.
Whatever issue, there is a certain amount of hostility and anger, warranted as it may be. It's still there. It's palpable. It's coming all through the conversation. Number one, number two, your therapy is supposed to be about you, not your problem with your ex. That's what I'm saying. When you've been in some counseling for 6 months and she's saying, I asked what she said about you, not about him. That's why I said you're still involved with him. Everything you talked about was him. And the first thing you asked was, how do you fix a situation with somebody who thinks they're better than you because they have a degree? That question makes no sense, but it makes sense when it's filtered through a complex set of emotions and a bunch of raw nerves, a relationship that's ended that you really don't want to end.
True.
That's chaotic. And you're,
True.
all right. Whew. Some people, this is why having children, you should have to have a license to have kids. You shouldn't have had a kid.
What Kevin exposed here is something really important. The caller wanted to make this about her ex's excuse, something about a college degree, but that wasn't the real problem at all. The real issue was time, boundaries, and where she put her energy. Think about this for a second. 7 years in a relationship with no marriage. She had a kid with him without any real commitment. And now at 36, she's still talking about him. His decisions, his ego, his therapy sessions. But here's the thing, the relationship is over. This is where a lot of people get stuck though. They confuse closure with validation. Closure doesn't come from your ex admitting they screwed up. Closure comes when you accept what happened and move on. Therapy isn't supposed to be about figuring out what's wrong with your ex. It's supposed to be about fixing yourself. Did you notice the way she was talking? She said she wasn't upset anymore, but you could hear the anger in her voice, the resentment, the fact that she's still attached to this guy. That's why Kevin kept pushing back. Because saying you're over it while you're still obsessing over his words means you're definitely not over it. Here's the lesson. When a relationship ends, don't waste time asking why he did this to you. Ask what choices you made that got you here. What do you need to change so this doesn't happen again? At 36, you shouldn't be debating the past. You should be fixing your future, setting real boundaries, being clear about what you want, making sure your actions match your words, because time doesn't stop. The longer you stay connected to a dead relationship, the harder it gets to build what you actually want. This whole thing wasn't really about a degree. It was about taking responsibility. And until she stops focusing on him and starts focusing on herself, she's going to stay emotionally tied to a guy who's already moved on.
Okay, I did.
Okay. How are you, Keisha?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. You have any children?
Yes, I do.
Mm.
That's why I'm calling.
Huh? Are you
So
married?
that's why I'm calling.
Were you married to their dad?
No,
Mm. How many kids do you have?
I have 2 boys, 18 and 13.
18 and 13. Okay. And so, what's the question you have about high value men?
Well, okay. Well, I've been single for a while. Their dad and I were high school sweethearts, and we broke up about 9 years ago. And I just been trying to get back out there and date. I waited for them to get older before I got back out there, and I'm just trying to see what it is. I've been listening to you. You said high value men like this, like that. And I'm just trying to see. That's not really my goal. I just want to meet someone
Okay.
and date and get back out there.
Well, that's a much more reasonable goal. Your boy, okay, you have 13 and 18. And you've been single
Yes,
for
he
how
just
long?
graduated.
You,
9 years.
okay. And you haven't had a man in 9 years?
Correct.
Have you been sexually active in the last 9 years?
With my ex, off and on.
Why y'all not back together?
He had a situation and I didn't know how to handle it, so I acted immaturely and put him out without discussing it, and then it just, just trickled. The years just kept going by.
How long ago was
So
that?
I just focused. Go ahead.
How long ago was that?
2011.
Okay, I don't know you, man, but a situation. You made a mistake?
Yes, he did.
No, you made a mistake. You said you put him out.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Ooh, you want to give me some more detail? You made a situation? I don't know what that means.
Okay, we were together, like I said, since high school. was working, met a young lady on his job, much older than us, and had an affair with her.
Okay, he
and
cheated.
I couldn't. Yes.
He cheated and you put him out.
Yep.
All right. So that was 9 years ago.
Correct.
Now you're still having sex with him.
Off and on, here and there, not often.
But that's okay. But off is still. But when you were living, when he was there, he was living. You guys were living together, right?
Yes, we were engaged.
You were engaged. Okay. Was he paying bills?
All of them, yes.
Okay. So let me go ahead. So the man, the father of your children, your fiance, the man who was paying all the bills in the house, made a mistake or whatever, had an affair with a woman. Did he admit it or did you find out about it?
Found out about it. Okay.
And then you found out about it and you put him out.
No, not at first.
Okay. But I'm going on, but that's the point. You end up putting him out because you couldn't handle it.
Eventually. Correct.
Right. So now you're paying all the bills there.
He helps a lot still.
But you're paying. Yeah,
we don't have a problem.
Okay, but you were paying. But were you having to pay any bills before he was put out?
No.
But now you have to pay bills.
Some of them, yes.
Where do you work?
At a school district.
Do you make enough to live there by yourself?
Yes, I do.
So you're in a worse position than you're in a worse position with him out of the house.
As far as,
well, let's see. You having to work and pay bills that you didn't have to do before. He was paying them all.
I still work though.
But you didn't have to pay the bills.
No.
So that's a worse position.
And yes.
There's no inner way. It's simple math. That's simple fucking math. Come on, man. Come on. I don't know why black women want to argue so much. That's simple math.
Correct.
All right. Now he's living someplace else, right?
Yes.
And he's having to pay rent or mortgage there, right?
Yes.
All right. So that's lost money that could have been in the household.
Tell me about it. Yes.
But I'm telling you about it, Miss your fiance. And in the last 9 years, he's your only sexual partner. You sound crazy. Check your pride and ego, get over it, and invite your fiance back home and say, baby, I'm sorry. That was dumb.
He's with someone.
Well, there you go. There you go. How long has he been with that person?
It's the person he cheated on me with. So for 9 years. Or
okay.
9 years that I know.
Okay, all right. Now so let me get this right.
Mm-hmm. It's a mess.
But you're having sex with him.
Yep, I do.
Is he living with her?
Yes.
Does she know about you? Well, she knows about you.
Exactly, yes.
Does she know you guys are still having sex?
I don't know.
Do you know her?
We cross paths here and there.
Oh, but do you know her? Are you guys cordial?
No.
All right. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not at all. What's that sound?
Ma'am, you're not ready. And you guys are high school sweethearts?
Yes.
And you're how old? Yes. And you're how old?
42.
That's a wrap.
What's a wrap?
You are in no way. You have no history of being with anybody except one man. At 42 years old, you're past midlife.
Oh.
Your entire life has been dealing with this man. Here's what you do. You either need to sit down with him and her, and y'all either need to make a formal agreement to share this dude, or you beat her out and tell him come back home, or you die alone. You have no history of ever being with another man. You don't just develop those skills because you want to in your mid 40s. Hello? She muted herself. Unmute yourself.
Okay. Hello?
You don't develop those skills in your mid 40s.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow? You're 42.
And I'm ready to.
And you ready to what? Ready to what? Ready to what? You have no other history. See, and what I'm trying to tell you, ma'am, is you've been with him since high school, right?
Correct.
You have no other man relationship history. It's been him. He's your husband.
Was, yes.
Well, see what happened, ma'am, is he had an affair and you acted emotionally, and you shouldn't have. You should have actually fought for your relationship.
I should have, yes.
But you didn't. And you've been trying to fix that error for the longest. And instead of putting him out, you should have fought for it. You gave that woman your husband, your fiance. He was your fiance. You gave him to her. He didn't marry
Yes.
her. He didn't marry
No.
her, and he's still dealing with you because he still cares about you.
A lot.
So either you take the man from the woman, or you guys decide to share this man, because that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah, I do. Not, maybe 5 times a year.
I don't give a shit how many times. But any other man walking in the world, if you met someone like myself, there's no way in hell I would touch you.
What? Really? Okay.
No. What do you think? You think that every man just, well, I got to have the 42-year-old coochie?
No, not that.
No, but point is, ma'am, all this stuff is unattractive. Your life is a messy detail. So I'm saying if you met someone out there like myself or a Henry kind of guy, and they're going to start asking questions and be like, well, and when they hear you ain't been with nobody in 9 years, and they're like, oh, they don't need to know what I know. But what I'm saying is you made a mistake. You shouldn't have put him out. And your pride didn't allow you to actually say, come back home, honey.
Correct.
Well, swallow your pride, swallow your ego. Either go get your husband, share your husband, or die alone.
I'm not okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really wanted to get back to dating and trying something different.
Getting back to dating, ma'am, who have you dated?
Well, I mean, we broke up in between having the kids.
Who have you dated?
The last time I dated, I was in my 20s.
Okay. So that was half your life ago.
Correct. Not in my 40s now.
Right. So
basically, no, actually, I'm sorry. I have been dating for the last 3 months. I've been getting back out there, and I've met a couple of guys.
And how has that gone?
It's been going good and bad at the same time.
No, ma'am. See, so many of my Generation X sisters were taught to believe this, that you could just stop relationships, stop dealing with men, and then anytime you decided you want to, you could just turn it back on like a light switch, and it'd be like riding a bike. Nothing ever happened. You have no relationship muscle skills. Your relationship muscles for other men have atrophied. The last time you actively were ever involved with other men was prior to your high school sweetheart. He has been the love of your life since your teens. He is imprinted on you. You're imprinted on him. Accept that. All you're going to get out here dating is a few rolls in the hay, some casual sex, but no. It won't go anywhere because you are in love with another man.
Hmm.
Don't you think men can read these things?
I think that that's what the issue is, because a lot of them like me, and then I tell them the
Well,
story, and
then,
then they
okay.
kind
Well,
of.
then, what are you gonna do about it?
Right now, I'm dead in the story. I don't really want to do the backtrack story because I see that it intimidates men, and they don't really
You don't want to do the
want
backtrack
to,
story with who?
with the men that I've been meeting.
No,
I
no,
don't want
no,
to
no, no,
discuss my
no, no.
past.
You're in love with another man.
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right.
I'm not.
Okay. You.
I really want to date. I know it sounds weird,
Oh,
but
you're
we've
okay.
had our we've
Okay.
had our moment, and it ran out.
Uh-huh.
So I'm ready to
Uh-huh.
jump back in there. I'm just trying to say, I don't know. Do you think the backstory is just
Here's the thing, ma'am. I think before you decide to impose this on somebody else, you need deep counseling. You need to go. You need to go to therapy before you decide to get out and deal with somebody else. Nope. See, I hear what you want to believe,
okay?
but you need. But there's a human being on the other side of the messiness that is you. I'm telling you right now. You can say you're not, oh, I'm not in love with him.
No,
Whatever you want to call it, you got you. He is the man of your life. If he decided he wanted to hit it, he could hit it.
no.
Okay, I'm done. That's good. Well, here's the thing. Let's
Yeah.
just say you're right. You're still not in any shape to be with another man, because that person, those other guys have been out there moving and interacting with people, and they got people skills and relationship skills. You are effectively still in your late teens, early 20s relationally. That's where your development stopped. You may be
Oh
42,
man,
but you are moving
that's not
through the
good.
world like an 18 or 19-year-old girl.
Mhm. So I guess looks and this and all that doesn't matter when it comes to me.
What?
I figured that, I'm still out. I can get out there. I can date. I can try to,
You figure because of your looks?
Yeah, you said that's important.
Yeah, I mean it's a first step.
Mm,
It's a
all
first
right. So I
step.
guess,
But see, that's the thing. You don't even understand. How do I say this? At
okay.
42 years old, you're supposed to be teaching young women about
Yes.
being a woman and how it is. You don't even understand. It's like I'm talking to a 16-year-old.
Oh, no, I'm extremely grown. It's just when it comes to
No,
dating, I'm a little immature.
that
But
is
as
what
far
I'm
as,
saying.
oh, I didn't, okay. But I have great qualities when it comes to that.
All
As
righty.
far
Oh,
as,
okay. All right.
you know,
Yeah, yeah.
dealing
You
with
got
my
great
ex here and
qualities.
there.
Yep, you're fucking. Young ladies, pay attention. Don't have babies. Hello, unmute yourself, please. Man, please don't. Serious, Keisha, don't. You need to go to therapy, hon. Seriously. You don't want to hear it, but you don't. You're emotionally a teenager.
Wow, what an episode. And Kevin was on point, on the money as usual. What else is new, right? This woman needs to understand that the position she's in and the outcomes that she is trying to achieve, she is not going to get those results moving the way she's moving. What's funny is people oftentimes they they want the solution. They want to know the quick fix. But in all reality, you really have to put in the work and you really actually have to try for most of the things that you actually want out of life, right? That's just the truth. You're not getting those results. You're not yielding those results. Try something different. If you're calling into a show for a man to give you advice on your life and you consistently disagree with him, say this, that, and the third, I don't believe this, how could he ever help you? How could you even properly take that advice? How? No one can tell me right now that this woman sounded like a mature woman that was 42 years old and was able to give out advice to a young woman on how to move throughout life and get the results she wants. Imagine if that woman was giving out advice. She's 42 years old, still sleeping with her ex after her ex is in a relationship with the woman that he cheated on her with. Think about that. And then Kevin is saying, well, it seems like he could hit it at any time. She's like, nope. So which leads me to believe she's doing it out of spite. She's doing it to hurt the other woman. The other woman may had not even known that initially this man had a woman. She doesn't care. She's gonna ruin it. But again, a very immature woman for her age. Clearly, she is not ready. Definitely needs to go get the help. And certain things, obviously, we can't do. They have to actively go get the help and want to be different. But amazing episode as always. Everyone, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.